and ordinary, but he was a good companion and always there to listen to me and comfort me when I needed it. He was important and equal to me and never asked for any gifts. And as I got older, he became very weathered and worn, and eventually I put him aside and kind of forgot about him. But this is Henry. Okay. Henry was very important to me, and he's my dog, and he is a symbol of who I am. I don't, even though as a small child he was a good companion to me, I have thought that same in my own personality. I love small children, and I tend to flock to them and want to be that comfort to them that Henry was to me. As a small child, my only ambition in life was to be a mom, and I did become a mother of 6 children. I have done child care in my home for many years off and on, and I'm an active participant in Cub Scouts and our children's group at church, and active in the elementary PTAs. And even when I finally decided what I wanted to be when I grew up, which was just last spring, I realized that I wanted to be a neonatal or pediatric nurse, again, working with small children. So another way that Henry represents who I am is that he doesn't need rewards or praise for anything, and he seldom gets them, but he does what is useful and needful. And in the same way, I strive to be a good spouse. I try to be a good mother to my 6 children and teach them to be ethical and be contributing members of society. And my personal interests seldom take priority to what I find to be useful and needful in my own life, which is being of service to my family and to the community. I do it particularly for the joy that it brings me. And another way that Henry symbolizes part of me is that he is a little worn and weathered. He's been through a lot, he's been loved a lot, but he still is capable of serving a purpose. I've had 22 years of marriage, but I hope that I will be able to have many more adventures with my spouse. And as although I've raised my 6 children, for the most part, I do hope that as they get older, I can still continue to nurture them and teach them, and I will have daughters and hopefully grandchildren one day that I can continue to nurture. And of course, with my nursing degree, I have opportunities to continue to serve no matter how worn or weathered or old I may be. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to sit still, just like Henry. So even though I'm plain and ordinary and don't receive a lot of accolades for what I do, it is still a comfort and joy to me to be able to serve and care for my family and small children, regardless of how tattered and worn I may be.